It's Whiskers Trucking, and I am Whiskers. Let's talk about some essentials to carry on the truck. Of course, when you're new and you're going to training, it'll be less than this because you're going to be sharing a truck with somebody else. So I'll do a separate video on what students should probably bring with them. This is for once you get into your own truck. Office supplies. Box of pins. A lot of these shippers and receivers got pins with little pretty flowers on them, and to keep people from running off with them. But sometimes they don't have any pins and stuff, and post-pandemic they don't really want you sharing their pins. So always keep you some pins. Notepad, notebook, write information down, write directions down, something that you can easily access without messing with your phone, because you don't want to do that. Pocket folders, organization. Keep your bill of ladings in a little folder or something, or like I do, I keep these little clips. There's Mama, ain't she pretty? Love of my life right there. That woman puts up with a whole bunch of junk. She's a saint. Stay organized. It's a lot easier, to grab your paperwork out of a folder and carry it in. Shippers and receivers do appreciate that. Don't hand them your bills and bill of lading and looks like you went to the bathroom with it. Dry erase markers for, like I was talking about in the trip planning video. Write your directions in the corner of the windshield. That way it's like a heads-up display, analog. But the post-it notes, like I was talking about, do the same thing. Put across the top of the windshield. Duct tape. Just about fix everything temporarily with a little bit of duct tape. And super glue. Hundreds of uses for it. You never know when you might need it. First aid kit. That is pretty much a must. You got some seals out here on these trailers that are sharp as shit. You can cut yourself. It's also where super glue can come in handy. Generally try to get, like Grainger sells them, so little snips. Or what I do, I have bolt cutters for the bolt seals, but take your padlock. Always padlock your trailer, by the way. Loaded empty. We discussed that. Hook that loop, put that padlock in there and lock your padlock, and just snatch it down. It'll pop that metal seal off and save your fingers. Sunglasses. That's almost goes without saying. It's bright out here sometimes. Batteries, spare batteries. Flashlights. Always got to have a flashlight. Especially like when you're under the truck checking your fifth wheel, you want to make sure the locking mechanism's all the way around that kingpin. You can't see up in there unless you got a decent flashlight. So keep batteries on board if you got any remotes and stuff, and try to get them at home. Try to buy batteries out here at a truck stop, you're gonna pay twice for the same package. They're real proud of them for some reason, and they're not all that great of a brand most of the time. Change jar. I keep all my change in the drawer, but for laundry and stuff like that. Snack machine. You stuck at a shipper for 4 or 5 hours and you haven't had lunch yet, and they got a snack machine in there, and there you go, pack of chips or something. These laundry facilities out here, most of these truck stops do take debit cards and credit cards, but I don't know where that's going. I don't really trust it. So until I'm forced to use that, I'm old school. I'll just throw quarters in it as long as it'll take it. Saving money on the road. I hardly ever eat out. I cook on the truck. It's probably been at least 3 months since I've sat down and ate at a truck stop. One, the major chains, it's not all that great. A few of them are. Like if I get stuck like a little mom and pop, I'll step in and have me some decent food. Other than that, I cook on the truck. So canned food, non-perishables. If you got a refrigerator, that's great. Stock that thing up when you go home. It's a lot cheaper than trying to get it out here on the road. However, the Quick Trip up in Wisconsin with a K, not the Q, believe it or not, has like fresh meat, a lot of grocery store items and stuff. So having a refrigerator on board is great. If you get through up that way, you can stock your truck up. It's not all that expensive. I wish there were more of those everywhere. Try to get you like a little deep freeze, that way you can keep meat and plan what you're going to have the next day. Just take it out, put it in your little fridge, let it thaw out, throw that in the Instapot, and there you go. Bottled water, that should always be on the truck regardless. Never know what kind of situation you're going to get in. You never know, gonna break down, it's hot, you need water. I have a Yeti that sits in between the seats. I keep ice in it every day, even though I got a refrigerator. Easy access, less distraction. Your water don't get hot leaving it up on the dash or on the seat. So you just reach in and get you a bottle of water, and I don't know where the hell I did with it, but hang on just a second. And I'm out of frame a little bit. Also off bubble quite a bit. These Circle Cups, I love the shit out of them, and it helps my water intake other than coffee intake, because I've been known to drink like 3 pots a day. I've been drinking coffee since I was 4. Not all that good for me, maybe, I don't know. But you can get little carts, flavor cartridges. They just go in the top like that, fill it up with your water, because I know what fish do in water. So, and not every bottled water tastes great, so I kind of like Fiji, but that's about it. But put this in there, that helps. Keep your water intake up, stay hydrated. So always have it on. Don't know if you're going to break down. It's going to be hot. You don't know if you're going to be able to run the truck. Or if you got an APU, don't know if it's going to run. So bottled water is always important. Especially if you're going to cook on the truck, you're going to need it anyway. Speaking of water, waterproof boots. Your feet will thank you. Especially in the wintertime. Damn fly. That son bitch has been in this truck since I picked up a meat load in Kansas a week ago. I've been trying to evict his ass for about a week. That son bitch is smart. I try to run him out of this truck, and I'll roll the window down, and that way he goes. So I'm fixing to start charging motherfucker rent. Waterproof boots. Your feet will appreciate it. Especially in the wintertime, Hey Dudes, those are comfortable to drive in. Haven't got me a pair yet. Mama loves them. Thinking about it, waterproof boots, some good quality tennis shoes, and stuff like that. It's always good to have on the truck. Wear your tennis shoes driving. You can swap over to your boots if you need to get out. High visibility jacket. Putting a safety vest on over a winter coat is and can be problematic. I was looking for an analogy there, but derailed, went that way. Cleaning supplies. Shit, I can't talk today. Make one video, go to make a second one, and here we go. A wet dry vac. You never know if you're gonna have a spill or something, especially in the wintertime. You know, you can suck up the crap off your floor and the snow and the salt water and all that crap. And that way you don't track it in the back, because you know that's pretty much your living space. So I keep one of those on board, a hand broom and a dustpan. The little dust brooms, you know, get stuff out of the cracks that sometimes these shop vacs can't reach. Microfiber cloths, they work great, especially if you vape. Use paper towels on the windows and stuff in the wintertime. I don't know why, but it sticks to the glass, and it'll just smear that crap everywhere. Like, I'm gonna have to fire the maid. But you know, microfiber cloths work great for cleaning glass and stuff. Clorox wipes, you know, still stay safe out here. I know Corona's not really, well, I have my thoughts on that, but I'll leave it off this platform for now. So Clorox wipes, wipe your gear shifter down if you got a stick in the floor. You know, wipe your controls, your you know, pretty much items that you touch on a regular basis. Plus, it helps you stay healthier out here and not get as sick as much and stuff. I might catch a cold once a year. I don't remember the last time I got sick, actually, to be honest with you. I better hush. Dish soap, you know, especially if you're cooking on the truck. That's almost a must, you know. Clean your dishes up. A lot of these truck stops don't like you going in and using their sinks, so if I have to, sometimes I carry an extra duffel bag and I carry them into the shower with me, and I use that sink so nobody can say nothing. But I do clean up after myself. You know, if there's any food particles, I'll wipe it out and put it down the toilet. You know, those people got a hard enough job cleaning up after our butts anyway. So, and another good thing about dish soap, put a little squirt of it, just a little bit, on your squeegee that you do your windows with when your truck stops, because sometimes it's just a bucket of just bug infested gray water is what it looks like to me, you know, and it streaks and it's just nasty as shit and gets all over your paint. So I use Dawn, and you know, put, I don't know how you put Bobby. Yeah. Hang on, coffee. That's better. Put a drop of it in your washer fluid bottle on your truck. You know, it helps out get the bugs off the glass in the wintertime. If you don't get out of this truck. Got it. Walk away from that. Bet you don't do that again. Where the hell was that? Yeah, dish soap. Clean your windows with trash bags. I keep a garbage can in here, and yeah, a sturdy one. So trash bags, toilet paper. Sadly, doing this job, you can be in the middle of nowhere, and you never know when you might need it. I'm not ashamed to say I have had to use it in the past. It's not fun. I try not to ever have to use it in that situation. But if there's no place to go, and you gotta go, thanks to a truck stop burrito, stay away from the sushi. Unless you get it from Prime, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, don't truck stop sushi. No. But yeah, toilet paper. It could wind up being your best friend. Not proud of it, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Baby wipes, also your best friend. You can't always get a shower every day. Generally 2-3 days max. I'm feeling grungy, I am hunting a shower. So this damn thing done woke up from the dead. Pardon me. Do it again now. You see I'm trying to do something? Talking to these nice folks out here and you buzzing around my head like some kind of, I don't know. I hate flies. Flies in the truck here take the hell out of me. Almost as much, if not a little bit more, than government. But yeah, that's another story for another time. So baby wipes. You can freshen up every day. No shipper or receiver wants to smell you. You know, just have enough respect to go in at least presentable and decent, not smelling like a porta potty on a construction site after 2 weeks of it not being pumped. You know that smell. If you've been out here for a minute, you've walked to a truck stop and go, the fuck was that? Ooh, damn. Bet you got some cheese growing up there. No, but yeah, baby wipes. Laundry detergent. You don't want to buy that out here in a truck stop. A little bitty bottle like that, you're gonna pay almost $10 for it. And it may not even be a name brand, you know. And if you got skin allergies or whatever, or a certain brand that you prefer, a lot of the Dollar Trees actually carry like Gain and Tide. You know, I don't know what you prefer, but you can usually get that for $1. Well, inflation, it's $1.25 store now. So laundry detergent, you don't want to buy it in a truck stop, it's way too expensive. Laundry bag, 2. One for dirties, and then you wash that with your dirties, and you put it in your clean one that you brought in with you, so you're putting clean clothes back in that, or you just put it in the other one. And you know, it's always good to have 2. They're liable to rip, they last a little while. Those are not too awful bad, getting them out here in the truck stop. Toiletries, of course, I mean, you'll bring that when you're a student. You know, you need your soap, your shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that stuff, nail clippers. I cut these like 4 days ago. Look at them. The future wife, I'm getting married in October. One more time. We ain't gonna do that twice, but 4 days ago, they were even with my fingers. Now it's time to cut them again. Mama's jealous, to say the least. Tools. Keep a variety. Screwdrivers, Flat and Phillips. If you're driving a Freightliner, star bit screwdrivers. An assortment of those, because I don't know, Freightliner just likes to put star screws in every damn thing, and you could be something simple you can fix, or you know, you need to adjust your wires or your CV or something. Everything goddamn little star screw. So those, crowbar, you know, never know when you might need it. Claw hammer, little 3-pound sledge. Now Prime, we have these trailers that's got the Hendrickson air assist. So when you pull the button, the pins pop in when you rock the trailer. Back in the old days, when it used to have a handle that you used to have to pull the pins in manually, then I go around and slap the shit out all 4 of them pins to break them loose. But still, sometimes one of the pins will be stubborn on these newer trailers and stuff, and the trailers like Prime has. Go back there and slap at it one time and pop that pin in. So that's a good thing to have. Some drivers carry tape measures, you know, to measure your kingpin distance to your rear tandems. It's, I think, 41 feet max for California, which translates to the 6-hole in our trailers. Other trailers are different, so might be good to have. You never know if you need it. I haven't had to use it, but I've got one. Pliers, needle nose, channel locks, you know, kind of build you a little bit of a kit. Now, a lot of people bash Harbor Freight. Not all of their stuff is good, but some of their stuff is good, and if you're just now starting out, it's something. That way you're not pouring a whole bunch of money into tools. I used to turn wrenches for a living, so I've got a plethora of tools at my disposal, and toolboxes I paid way too much for. Utility knife, never know when that might come in handy. I mean, I keep a torque wrench on here and stuff. Don't know why. Don't know if I'll ever need it. I've never used it, but it's there. Fifth wheel pin puller. It's a long bar. You know, it's got a hook on the end of it and a handle that you can kind of stand up outside the trailer, hook it on the fifth wheel release handle, and just pull it without getting down and dirty. But really haven't had to use one in a while with these newer trucks. They just they release fairly easy, so I do have one, but I haven't had to use it in a long time, so it's under the bunk, gathering rust probably. Chains, gotta have them on whether you use them or not by law. In a lot of states like Colorado and I think Oregon has a law where they have to be on board. You don't have to use them, but they have to be there. Since I don't throw chains, I really can't tell you what states have that law other than Colorado, but they're there if the DOT wants to look at them. I mean, like, he's gonna have to give me like 5 minutes, because I'm gonna have to take everything off top of them and go, there they are, brand new, in the bag, never been touched, rusty as shit, but there they are. Push broom, you know, cleaning out your trailers, Audi driver, stuff like that. You know, may not always be convenient to get to a truck wash, and if you're hauling food and stuff like in these reefers, as long as there's no blood or anything like that, a lot of these trailers can be cleaned out with a broom and save you a trip. But if there's anything like blood, go wash that thing. You know, don't try to take it to a shipper or receiver like that for them to load. You want to drop off good, clean, quality equipment. You know, that helps keep our rates up, keeps our customers happy and stuff like that, and no issues. And I'll do a video on trailers itself, on how to drop them. Some drivers don't drop them like they should, and then it's on us to deal with their, I call it lack of respect, but at the same time, it could very well be a trailer that was dropped loaded, and the shipper, well, not the shipper, the receiver unloaded it and left it that way. So it's not always the driver that dropped the trailer's fault. So kind of just part of trucking, just kind of have to deal with it. But if you can, drop good quality, clean equipment that's ready to go. That way the next driver don't have to deal with the bullshit. You know, a little blower will work, you know, to blow out your trailer. But, and I cannot stress this enough, take your trash can back there with you, and your regular broom and your dustbin, and clean up after yourself. Don't just blow the crap out in somebody's parking lot, a truck stop parking lot, and just leave that mess there. Yeah, they got porters and stuff that go around and keep the lots clean and the job security. I've heard some drivers say, don't do that. Don't be that guy. You know, if you're gonna blow out your trailer, clean up after yourself. It's your job. You're the one making a mess. Be an adult. That's why a lot of these places won't let us park no more, because we trash their lots, you know. And the few bad apples is making everybody else look bad, look the same, you know. So don't poison the barrel. Clean up after yourself. Especially, let's see, the wintertime, square point shovel. Never know if you're going to have to shovel snow out from in front of your tires. I keep a bag of cheap cat litter on here, you know, and salt, you know. But I'll do a winter video on actually how to park and how to make sure your spot's going to be okay for you to get out of after you sit overnight. Electronics, gadgets. We love our toys. GPS. I'm finally going to give it its props. It is a great tool. It's not to be relied on 100%, but it is a great tool to have. Especially, you know, like when you're doing your trip planning, you can put in your stops, where you're going to take your break, where you're going to do your 30 at. You know, your truck stops, and it's got info when you pull it up. Some GPSs have the amenities, how many parking spots and stuff in it like that. So it is a great tool to have on board. Entertainment, you know, I've got a tablet. I'm usually talking to you guys on this thing, so I still haven't finished Manifest yet, because I started a YouTube video channel, so I'll eventually finish it. It's a good show. You know, power inverter. All Prime trucks come with a power inverter already, 1500 watt at least. Extra phone chargers. Get them at home. Get them at Walmart. Or you're going to be paying almost cellular store prices for them out here for a good quality one. Anyway, they do have cheap ones out here in the truck stop for an emergency, but you're good if they last 3 months. So extra 12 volt chargers, cords, of course your CB. I mean, my truck don't roll without a CB. To me, that is an essential item. You know, and these inverters can handle microwaves, coffee makers. Now, my inverter don't like my Keurig, but it does work. It just beeps like a cricket on crack. So I don't know what the hell's wrong with that, because it shouldn't be pulling that much power. Flashlights, plural, more than one, because you don't want to be in a situation where you got one flashlight and you drop it and it quits working, or for some reason the batteries are dead and it's rechargeable and you need a flashlight now. So I carry 2 or 3 all the time. I got a couple under the bunk. I got one in the door down here. I've always got a good quality flashlight. That's it. You know, don't hold your phone. Don't be talking on it. Don't be, for lack of a better word, fucking with it when you're going down the road. That's like an $11,000 fine to the company, and I think $3,000 to the driver. First offense. Do not quote me. I just know it's not good for you, not good for the company, and a lot of companies will let you go over that shit. So get you one of these little mounts right here, you know, Steely ball, you know, put it on your dash, you know, it's there, it won't bounce off. They're like $40, so to me it's worth it. I got, that's what's holding the phone that I'm talking to you guys. I got it set up like that for it sticking to the windshield here, and then I've got one over here on the dash, and then I've got one in the bunk. So when I set my alarm on my phone to get my ass up, it's sitting back there on that one. So phone holders, you know, those are a good thing to have. Just leave your phone alone. And if you don't trust yourself, turn it off. Leave it in the back. Nobody wants those kind of fines. And it's not just the fine, it's the what can happen. you know, even when I reach in my cooler, I'm still looking out this windshield. You know, like you vape, I got everything in a little bowl up here within reach. These are magnets, so I keep several of these filled up. It just clicks into place, push and go. You know, that way you're not fumbling with it and stuff. And you know, if you got more than one mod like I do, keep a couple of them up on the dash with batteries in them that's good to go. That way you're not messing with anything, because driver facing cameras are coming. Do I like it? No. Am I gonna walk away from Prime and leave because of it? No. I've got mixed feelings about it, but you know, it is what it is. Prime is good enough to me to where it would take a whole lot more than a driver facing camera to run me off. I started here originally in 2007. Took time off. I had a heart attack about 10 years ago. So yeah, eat healthy, stay hydrated, quit smoking. These, I don't know if they're good for me or not, but I used to smoke 2.5, 3 packs a day, and I'm just now 50. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, good quality headset. I like these open com, the bone conductive. Those wasn't. It took me a minute to get used to it, but you know, I can't even tell I'm wearing it. Plus, it leaves your ears open so you can hear shit. I used to have the old Bluetooth Blue Parrot that went over both ears. It looked like an air traffic controller or somebody customer support. So these are a lot better. They're lightweight and stuff. So that's a good thing to have. I already mentioned the cooler. Get you a 12-volt fan, circulate air in here. Like my APU is running now. It's like 97 here in Dodge City, Alabama. But with the fan blowing back here, it's circulating the air throughout the cab, so it's not bad. So yeah, that's another good thing to have. That's about all I wrote down on my little list at the moment. So with that said, I'll let y'all get back at it, get back to trailer trucking. Stay safe out there. Keep your shiny side up and stay safe. And we will holler at you on the next one. I appreciate you.